let's jump right into today's explainer. If you live, work, or just passing through the Eagle Valley,
From the peaks of
things
Vail,
are
this
definitely
is Vail
shifting
Chat.
right beneath our feet today. Welcome to your need-to-know local updates for Wednesday, May 13th. We've got a real convergence of extreme weather, major infrastructure overhauls, civic duties, and a deeply meaningful community tradition, all hitting within the next 24 hours. So let's get you grounded and ready to go. Here's the quick rundown of our agenda today. We are looking at a critical fire weather alert, a mandatory westbound I-70 commute update, your Holy Cross energy ballots, and finally, the ride in remembrance. Okay, first up, and absolutely our most pressing priority today, critical fire weather. The National Weather Service just issued a critical fire weather warning, and honestly, the numbers are kinda alarming. We are looking at a forecasted high of 87 degrees Fahrenheit on the valley floor today. 87? For mid-May up here in the Colorado mountains, that level of heat is just unprecedented. It's literally baking the surrounding landscape as we speak. Now combine that record heat with wind gusts expected to whip up to 25 miles per hour this afternoon. That right there, that is the exact atmospheric recipe for rapid, uncontrollable wildfire spread. The real worry isn't just an initial spark. It's that with 25-mile-per-hour gusts, any small fire could instantly turn into a high-intensity crown fire before ground crews can even get a perimeter going. And you know what makes this so incredibly concerning is how our historic winter snow drought has completely accelerated the threat. Remember that unprecedented meltout data we looked at back in March? Well, because our regional snowpack tanked to under 50% of its historical median, our mountain forest fuels are completely dried out, with 97% of Colorado currently in moderate to severe drought. The state's wildfire preparedness plan is already sitting in initial aggressive attack mode. Usually we don't see that posture until late July. Because the threat is so severe right now, Eagle Valley Wildland is stressing that you absolutely must be signed up for local emergency notifications. Seriously, take a second today to use the QR codes shown on screen to get set up with Community Connect, EC Alerts, and Genesis Protect. EC Alerts is basically the Eagle River Fire Protection District's direct line to you during a crisis, and Genesis gives you those real-time evacuation maps. It's a total game changer for your safety, so please, get plugged into these platforms today. All right, let's shift gears from safety to commute logistics, specifically regarding a major headache at Floyd Hill on I-70. If you're heading westbound toward the mountains from the Denver metro area tonight, your normal route straight through Floyd Hill is a no-go. A massive bridge construction project requires a full closure of those westbound lanes from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. nightly. They're removing temporary supports and setting girders for a brand new bridge, which means you are going to be forced onto a mandatory frontage road detour. So here is the exact game plan you'll want to mentally map out so you don't get turned around in the dark. First, you'll merge into a single lane and hop off at exit 244 for US 6. From there, you'll use the ramps to get onto County Road 314 right around the Hidden Valley exit. Finally, you just take that frontage road all the way down until you can safely merge back onto I-70 westbound at exit 241 over in Idaho Springs. Definitely expect delays, drop your speed, and keep an eye out for those construction crews working in the detour zone. Okay, now that your commute is sorted, let's talk about some local civic action with the Holy Cross Energy election. Seriously, have you checked your mail or your email inbox yet today? Because ballots for the Holy Cross Energy Board election are officially dropping today, May 13th. Look, with everything we just talked about regarding volatile weather and grid resilience, the decisions this board makes have a literal daily impact on your home, your utility bills, and the region's sustainable infrastructure. Your vote here is super important. For the Northern District seat, you're looking at a direct choice between candidate Qualman and candidate Sarah Smith-Himes. We highly recommend taking a little time to review both of their platforms on things like local energy policy and infrastructure investments. It's a quick process, but it's hugely impactful for the future of our valley's energy landscape. Finally, let's just consciously slow down for a minute to focus on a deeply unifying community event happening today, the Ride in Remembrance. Today is the 24th annual Ride in Remembrance, where our community gathers to honor our fallen first responders. Staging actually kicked off at 9:30 a.m. over at Freedom Park in Edwards, and the whole procession winds its way through the valley, finishing up with a really beautiful memorial ceremony and lunch at 11 a.m. at the Donovan Pavilion in Vail. Taking this time to reflect really reminds us of the profound human cost behind the safety services we rely on. I mean, think about it. When we were just talking about 87-degree heat and 25-mile-per-hour winds, these are the exact men and women who suit up, face those terrifying conditions head-on, and stand between our homes and the threat of wildfire. Today is all about saying thank you and honoring the ultimate sacrifice of those who didn't make it home. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Between the extreme fire warnings, navigating those tricky highway closes at Floyd Hill, casting your ballot in the local energy election, and remembering our fallen heroes, what specific actions are you going to take today to navigate and support your community? Stay safe out there, definitely sign up for those emergency alerts, and we'll see you next time as we keep unpacking the vital info driving the Eagle Valley.